Oboroso bw'umugusi.
Tonegie Chinsa Ikomi igoro echuma tano ya Omwanchwa mweri tuke 25 arimo gukwariganira bena samwe na Amayia kuri gatesindi geto kya bw'Ensoko TV kwende asentira ire yo bwenye Amayia yenteko kore karakoro Chinsa au Chinsa ya Kenya njego kore kwa Daniel Omwaga hayare busiyonga tiana berko bakingo kwanigereria omarago babona ibi. Amayia niko toko ya chakabene asega korokugo ichane mono Omwanchwa mwereria asega tukulale romambia hange Chinsa isato igane nusu asega kinyerukiage kano ward ya Magombo nsemo yebunge ya Kitutu Masawe me county ya Nyamira nigo mukagirwa yomo hagotebekana gwaka mu murumu abo bukombe na gukwa abwabo ayani gakorekana asekero mu muru yo monene agenda kurema asumugondo bwo yo mwabo na kigima nigo bachaka kwamererania hegendekere oyo mobo gwako bukombe na gukwiranya gusira gukwa bosiri mu bwaye igabwabwe nyagusira aserita Charles Enyango ya Osoro nigo akagere gwitona mu murumu abo Richard Osoro riboti yeyo nigo yabekirwa segeta senike abanyanyimbo kya Magombo yakirombero yo rusibwe na gwikibwa asenkendu.
Kerenge saine ya mandi mugondo narenge charsi ichondangiryo ntebi nchonkonyo bukombe nchoyo kwana ndino busibori omuntu nchomo koti mu charsi ichons tebi nchonkonyo mafutangi yakengende safari nainuka ko mugondo abunaicha ko mukonya mafuta nariachi kutambuka ko ruri ko ruri mugondo asabegete bintu byaya nyaro umumro ko mugwatika ko usimikira mu gororo umubori na kiusimiketa mu gagaigango bateri ko asimika se bintu byana utaka ko yotogo ko bitogo naribansa kanya ko iranirani njenata charsi rende tigana oyo n'umuntu omurwere tikakubugoria amagena nchitwende kwa mafuta ogende naribanya koiranirani chidaka ibiro nyono na nyoro mwakiro gukoma eri akabira kunye gukoma tubete kokura na nyara rendo ndetaire tugukura komo kunye kuspara na abantu banse kunye kunye kuri na bata mai gorende na ndo bombo bwa yenduri ndeta se family no ibenge nchore ndo kidende no yanyare kanu na yanyare kanu.
Na togotiga na yutuske mutu Omwanchwa mwereria sebono matukama ke haetire mega yo kabere omokonyi bo morai bwense Rigathi Gachagua kubatoke nkwana igoro yo kubatena wekia makiria kya ODM hamohone serikali nigo bono ababunge bekia mekyo besokire na komochi nkwani yo asebate bire nsemo ya Nyanza nige bwatu mungusomane hasoborai bwense ya Kenya kukwana kurasa magachama ne yebunge aige mucho Nairobi nigo bono bate biri ngati bari guchegukira abakonereriwa.
We are members of parliament from Nyanza have taken note of recent remarks by former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua concerning the political direction of Nyanza. While Mr. Gachagua is entitled to pursue his political ambitions and seek support in every part of Kenya, he must understand that Nyanza is neither politically naive nor afflicted by collective amnesia. He cannot quote Nyanza today while attempting to rewrite yesterday. For years, Mr. Gachagua built a political identity around rhetoric that frequently betrayed Nyanza region and its leadership as being perpetually confrontational and hostile to government. He repeatedly invoked misguided stereotypes of our people as stone throwers and treated our political convictions as something to be feared and or contained. Today he suddenly claims a different story of special relationship with our people. We therefore ask, which Gachagua should Nyanza believe and why?
I want to remind him that Nyanza remains a pillar in the politics of this country. Nyanza has always helped communities in this country to ascend to power. I want to remind him, the late Jaramogi Odinga declared that without Kenyatta freedom, Kenya would not move forward. And he made Kenyatta the first president of the Republic of Kenya. Number two, the late Raila Amolo Odinga declared Kibaki Tosha. And he made people from central Kenya occupy presidency for the second time. I want to confirm, this time, the pillars of this nation coming from Nyanza, we are going to make President William Samoei Ruto to do a second term as the president of this republic.
The point that we are making is that we don't want provocation. We don't want provocation, and we react very poorly to provocation. And if Honorable Gachagua, I think he has given up on Nyanza. He's not going to try us. But you don't provoke us, and then you say you are coming. And then after that, when we have reacted, you blame us.
Na togoska muto Omwanchwa mwereria nigo bono muregwe kiama kiregia DCP Geoffrey Gachagua agendere ko mucho muregwe nse Dr. William Samoei Ruto askiringa no gutweka ni chira cyareta ba Kenya okwana kurwenka yaya hime ya karni hege mucho Nairobi nigo bono hamuganiriyo muregwe nse kwikaraniye ireria leta ba Kenya yogo chikoke ya magori emetungiye gas asensema yende nigo bono Gachagua mugande mu Inspector General wa nyimbo himense ya Kenya Douglas Kanja komobeke wende boisaine bose wetare yaye umugasorero ime yensemo yebunge ya Kikuyu asekiria ngani mu bunge bw'enseme yo Kimani Ichung'wah yarobere ababegu goche guturubania musangire kanoye.
On several occasions brought to the attention of Kenyans on the systematic economic sabotage, deliberate harassment, state-sanctioned extortion, and impoverishment of the people of Kenya by this regime. Lost on its mandate and promises made in 2022, the regime is hell-bent to impoverish the very small-scale traders and the people on whose pedestal it ran. Today I want to speak to millions of small-scale traders in the gas industry who have for the last few weeks reached out to me after months of oppression and an extortion cartel. But before then, let me remind the people of Kenya that this regime was founded on the philosophy of bottom-up economic transformation agenda. But over the last 4 years, the regime is doing the exact opposite. The small trader, the Kenyan retailer, who was supposed to be moved from the bottom of the economic pyramid, now the retailer has been moved to the bottomless pit. Kenya has between 4 million to 5 million micro and small retail enterprises who hold dukas, kiosks, and market stores. They form a majority of neighborhood shops supplying daily household goods. This number is well over 60% of the medium and small enterprises market base. On 2nd March 2023, at the Kenyatta International Conference Center, William Ruto, during the launch of the Women Enterprise Fund, in the presence of hundreds of women, made the famous Mutungi ya gas promise that the price of the 6 kg gas cylinder would trade between 300 to 500 Kenya shillings from the then 2,800. This was to be effective from June 2023. Little did we know that he was planning to raid the trade and dominate it. For the last 2 years, small-scale gas dealers have been put under ruthless state-sanctioned seizure, systematic harassment, and a total subversion of the regulatory framework and the guidelines for the retail of liquefied petroleum gas in cylinders. I want to say, I want to go to Kikuyu constituency. The last time I was there, Kimani Ichung'wah unleashed violence on the people of Kikuyu, and the police were part of that violence. I'm told Kimani Ichung'wah was having a meeting this morning at 5 a.m. with the Dagoretti South MP, Mheshimiwa Kiarie, to plan on how to attack the people of Kikuyu. I want to ask the Inspector General of Police, Douglas Kanja, to provide security to that meeting, and his officers should not be part of violence that, as they were last time. In fact, after goons were unable to attack our meeting the last time we were in Kikuyu, it is the police themselves who attacked our meeting. And I've been saying police have become goons. Kikuyu police station is a scene of crime. The OCS there, Mr. Mulwa, is a chief goon and works with Kimani Ichung'wa to cause violence against the people. So we'll be in Kikuyu this afternoon, and we ask the IG to provide security. We ask the OCS Kikuyu not to unleash violence against innocent people. Kenya is a democracy. To let people have their meeting and sell their agenda. After we leave, Kimani Ichung'wa can have another meeting tomorrow or the day after and sell his agenda.
Omwanchwa mwereria nekeretaro ya magendero y'omoreibwense ya Kenya William Ruto yasogitukuria keberero imeye county ya Narok nigotuka rero atarire nsemo y'ebunge ya Emuru Adikil asachakire bene emeroberio ao ya magendero okwana hakeracha bwagachi bwebara hekorwa sensemo ya Mugondo wikagenda sensemo ya Charagoi Ruto nigabona bene kire amenyi bensemo yunga nigo harachi gutimia chinsemo ao hanene chinsemo chichisemi chibara chichiro chinguru chomoro egati amagaranda amagendero anda mange.
Nimefika hapa leo. Tangu jana nimekuwa hapa county na nimekuwa hapa kupanga mambo ya maendeleo ya watu wa Narok County. Tumeelewana? Kuna maneno nilikubaliana na nyinyi watu wa Narok County na watu wa hapa Emuru Adikir. Si namna hiyo? Ya kwamba wakati tunapanga maendeleo ya Kenya, vile vile tunapanga maendeleo ya hapa nyumbani. Si namna hiyo? Leo mimi nimekuja hapa kwa sababu ya hii barabara. Hii barabara ya kutoka hapa Mugondo. Si namna hiyo? Kwenda mpaka ifike Soit kule ngambo. Kilomita 18. Nimekuja kuianzisha na ndani ya mwaka moja hii barabara itakuwa imekamilika, tutakuwa tumeweka lami. Ya kwamba wakati tunajenga mambo ya Kenya, pia hapa Narok County Emuru Adikir constituency maendeleo. Leo nimeenda kuanzisha hostels katika KMTC yenu ya Emuru Adikir. Hapo tumewapatia pesa milioni 230 kujenga hostels ya vijana ambao watakuwa ni wauguzi. Nimeongeza madarasa ingine 16 pale kwa sababu tunataka wauguzi wengi watusaidie katika ile program yetu. Na vile vile nimekuja hapa mambo yenu ya masoko. Soko tumefungua ya Emuru Adikir. Soko ile ya pale mambo leo itafunguliwa next month. Ile ya Bishop tunaanza kujenga. Na mimi nataka niwahakikishie ya kwamba wakati tunajenga masoko Kenya, pia tunasenga masoko Narok County. Hii Narok County tumetoa bilioni 2 ya kujenga soko 17 hapa Narok County. Na hizo masoko ni kati ya ile tumefungua ili biashara iendelee, kina mama mboga wafanye biashara mahali kuna stima, kuna maji, kuna usafi, kuna storage, kuna ICT hub na kuna maneno mazuri, ndio tuweze kuinua biashara ya kila mtu. Tunaelewana jameni? Vile vile mimi nimefika hapa kwa sababu ya masomo. Mnajua masomo ni ya muhimu. Mimi niliwaeleza nyinyi watu wa Emuru Adikir na watu wa Narok na watu wa Kenya ya kwamba nikipata nafasi ya uongozi nataka kuhakikisha kwamba kila mtoto wa Kenya anapata nafasi ya kusoma. Leo tumeajiri walimu 100,000, tunaajiri walimu wengine 20,000, tumejenga madarasa 23,000, tumebadilisha ile funding model ilikuwa inatusumbua, na leo nimekuja kuanzisha university ya Emuru Adikir hapa kwenu. Mnasema tuendelee ama tuendelee? Mnasema tuendelee? Leo nimekuja hapa na 1.2 billion. Bilioni 1.2 ya kuanzisha
Omorigereria na togos kamutunga wana mokonyi bw'omoreibwense ya Kenya. Professor Abraham Kidhure Kindiki nigesokire gusinigasokire kuri mimucho Nairobi na gochia kugenda imiyo chiri Mombasa ase hagoikara na ibi karo bya Africa Organization for Standardization also ibye ntunda ya 32 ibi karebyo nigo byachakire bene litwe rero ase Kindiki alure nkwane yaye amo no mugabana gwe county ya Mombasa nere ngati abarayi bali bayikanire ase ibi karebyo hime ya Mombasa.
We can look at the situation here in the East African Community region to see how freedom of trade within this continent will look like. Today, within the East Africa Community region, harmonized standards, mutual recognition of conformity assessment, and a shared quality mark have already begun to do what we are looking for at the continental level, which is that this mutual recognition and conformity assessment, which are common, have made a Kenyan good feel less foreign in Kampala and a Ugandan good feel less foreign in Nairobi. The EAC therefore becomes a working prototype, a proof in practice that when neighbors agree, trade stops asking for permission and starts asking for shelf space. This is precisely where the work of ARSO is going to be most consequential. The lesson from the EAC is clear, that what is possible among immediate neighbors is possible across Africa. The challenge before ARSO is to take this regional proof of concept from the EAC and give it a continental scale to turn the promise of the Africa continental free trade area into a functioning single market where standards open borders, certificates carry trust, and compliant African products move freely from one market to another. We must therefore applaud the landmark progress which has already been made in this regard by the adoption last year of the ARSO-ISO Enhanced Cooperation Agreement, the Kigali Agreement, which is already a milestone towards
roboti orua mokonye murebwense kidure kindiki na roto kiteke 15 nemo igoro ye Chinsa Ikomi chabana margoba nabu no to gukora mwana maye kurome site mwana maya esenchera ryo gwenko endensa ya munanya ore sencho bikranu nele Clinton ondigi Thomas Oske kegara kekere mutu mubiri bongori amarekonere edunyanga mwana mboka mongori amarekamo wekegetene egiensa ya mo oyamargoba megaye menyoncho bali bankonya kwene kinga chibi chamo na mariogi nko ikerare esenchera yen kerano utari onde gotatiga Felisas Kabendi wakona ni haya masa ya mo onele Kelvin Mogoyi nanche kugani margoba romu ya nigonkuru kwa Daniel Omwaga.